I feel like absolute hot garbage today. Suffice it to say, I really overindulged yesterday, being that it is the holiday season and I am paying for it today. That said, I did want to hop on and thought we could do a little get ready with me session here because I have an important message for you guys, which I promise I will get to. I'm going to put down all the products that I'm using down below if I don't mention them, just in case. I am going to try and keep this not too long, but I am starting with Merit. I've talked about their moisturizer and serum. I like these two together. So these have been my go-tos, and I've been using this Merit pretty much daily for months now, and there's still a lot left. So I've been very pleased with this product. And after this sinks in a little bit, I will then go in with the Great Skin Moisturizer. And I've only been using a little bit like this. So the thing that I am really here for is not just to show you a makeup routine, although you're welcome to sit through that just for that, but being that it is that I'm off for holiday vacation or whatever you want to call it, I'm at home. I've had a bit of time to reflect on my YouTube channel lately, the changes that I've made, the changes that you've helped me make, changes in my life, I don't know. And I have been feeling very grateful. And so I just wanted to share a bit of what's going on with me. Okay, I need more help than usual today, so I am going to go in with some long wear foundation. You guys know Revlon Color Stay Long Wear is the one that I've been reaching for lately, and it does layer, for me at least, nicely on top of this Merit stuff. I'm going to put it on my finger first so that I don't overdo it. I've been talking about, or maybe that video is not out yet, but I've really sort of reduced the amount of foundation I've been using in the last even half a year or so, because I'm just finding that my skin will not take as much as it used to. But anyway, I'm gonna smooth this on. And I know that I'm not feeling the best because I'm even more easily than usual getting completely off track and losing my train of thought. So the message that I wanted to tell you is that it is never too late to change direction. And I picked up an empty coffee cup. Let's get one with some actual coffee in it. It's never too late to change direction, and I was actually successfully able to do that here on this channel. I kind of have been on the struggle bus a little bit. Those of you who've been around a long time know that I've left, I've come back, I've changed subject matter. Like so many other YouTubers, just burned out a bit of the whole experience, but I really got back on track this year, and I'm gonna tell you how I did it and how you were such an integral part of that. So I'm just gonna blend out some of that foundation now. Hopefully I'm not hitting the mic. That has not erased all evils, but you know what, I'm gonna go on a little bit with a little bit more. No, you know what, I lie. I'm gonna go in with Tarte Shape Tape, just a little bit in my problem areas. This hyperpigmentation here, a bit here. I need a bit of boost around the eyes today for sure. I always have this vein that I'm trying to cover, always. And I have this hyperpigmentation here. So I'm enormously grateful for all you guys because, well, and some of you are new here, but to my existing audience who have allowed me to pivot the type of content that I make. We need to go back to a little bit of an origin story. I will keep this part short. I mostly used to do shampoo videos, and those still do well for me. Those older videos, people are still watching them. And hair loss. So if you type in my name, Helen Avery, Rogaine often is the third thing that will pop up if you're doing like a Google search. Despite that, I've still been able to have some success, and I'm just using my finger to pat in this concealer. Pivoting, talking about other types of subjects. I've been doing some LED mask stuff because I was given a LED mask by Current Body. Those are my most popular videos. But despite that, I can still make other types of videos. I made one on some beauty tutorials, and people have been enjoying those too, and I'm not sure how much that audience overlaps, and it doesn't seem to matter, and that's so amazing, you guys. I cannot tell you how trapped I used to feel by having to make hair loss content when I just wasn't feeling it anymore, but it seemed like YouTube would not reward me if I ventured out in any other type of content. And that is not the case anymore. And I credit really you guys for giving me a chance. But I also have to give some credit to myself because, I upped my editing skills. I tried to up my production value. I tried to be more concise and to the point and condense my videos to just what people want to know. And it has really also paid off. But none of that matters if no one wants to watch the videos and they don't connect with me. For those of you who return for different types of subject matter that I record on, that is so gratifying. That has been honestly the best part of 2024 for me, is being able to make these adjustments. And, I'd say these are generally videos kind of in the same umbrella, but not really. They're not super nichey. But to have you guys come along the ride has been amazing, has been so much fun, and has really made me appreciate and love being on YouTube again. And I could not have done it without you. So thank you very much for that. So before I start crying or something like that, because I'm, as I said, not feeling the best, let us get on with some more makeup. One thing I do not like is when YouTubers say that YouTube is so hard and they're gonna quit because it's so difficult. I mean, they can quit for whatever reason they want, but I've made it pretty clear here in another video I've made that I don't believe YouTube is hard compared to 95% of the jobs out there. It isn't hard in that way. Like you, I've had lots of jobs, many good ones, many bad ones, but there's bad elements and there's challenging elements to pretty much any job. And I guess YouTube is no different. It offers you a lot of creative freedom. So that's fun. And YouTube isn't my job, by the way. It's just a hobby. It's just a hobby that pays me in what I like to call Sephora money. But I've done it for a long time. I've done it for almost 8 years. It'll be 8 years in, I think, February. And so with that amount of experience, I feel like I'm qualified to comment on it a bit. So it isn't hard, but it can be kind of toxic. And so that's where the difference is. There's this sort of level of struggle and you're always searching for more when you're on YouTube. And I don't think that I've felt that way with most other jobs I've had in life. My background is as a freelance writer and lifestyle journalist. That's the job that I did since I was 25 and I'm going on 48 now. So it's not that job has a lot of difficulties and they're just a little different. So on YouTube, you're always kind of chasing your tail in a way and you're chasing metrics and you're always trying to like do better and have more people watch your stuff because as I like to say, nobody makes videos for nobody to watch them. That's not anybody's real goal. This is just a Charlotte Tilbury neutral eyeshadow quad that I think is discontinued. And I just swept in a little bit of this color here. And then for the eyebrows, I just use a little bit of this almost darkest color. So I say all this to say, I'm bringing up this YouTubiness just to say that it has been hard for me too, but not in the ways that you might think. When you get shoved into a niche that is part of your life, but you've moved on, that's really difficult because, you know, you may have spent years. I mean, I spent years investing in my YouTube channel, investing meaning my own time, obviously not that much money, camera equipment and stuff like that. But the investment of my time, my mental bandwidth, and trying to help people. I think I got monetized at the 2 or 3 year mark. So there was just years of making videos with no pay. Not that I was expecting to get pay, but then it becomes a bit disheartening when you get shoved in this niche that you don't want to be in. Is this making any sense? I don't know, guys. I'm just like having one of those days where I'm very reflective and these things make sense to me because I kind of dwell on them a bit, but I don't know if they're making sense to you. Anyway, I'm happy to say that's not really the case anymore. I don't feel shoved in a niche and that is enormous. So if you take nothing else away from this video, please know that I'm so happy to break out of being stuffed in this niche that I was just so bored of. And not only that, I'm gonna let you in on something. Let me just get my eyeliner on. This is Clinique's High Impact Easy Liquid Liner. I'm going for a subtle look today, so I'm not gonna put too much on. Okay, that was very imperfectly done and I'm just beyond caring at this point. So the thing I wanted to let you know is you have to be careful. Like if you're creating, and even as someone who's watching YouTube videos, you have to be careful where you spend your time because some communities here are far more toxic than others and far more mean than others. So you have to protect your energy. Even if you're just reading the comments, that can get you to keep your mind pristine. Okay, and I know that's impossible, but I didn't know this when I was making hair loss videos, but you meet so many amazing people who are going through something similar and they're so grateful to you. But you also meet a lot of people, and when I say meet, you experience their comments, I suppose is the best way to put it. You meet a lot of people who are very unhappy. You found them in a very unhappy place in their life. They don't want you to have any personality. They just want to get the information from you. And if it's not quick enough for them, and it'll never be quick enough for them, by the way, even if you make a 10-second short, people will complain. They just want to get the information from you and they want to dash. And that's fine. I mean, they're the ones experiencing the content. They can have any opinion they want. But as someone who makes it, I mean, you're still a human behind the scenes. So what am I saying here? What I'm saying here is that the hair loss community seems to me to be full of really, really nice people, but also full of people that are hurting and they're in a very bad place and they will take it out on you. Let's put it that way. You don't get that level of, I'm going to call it vitriol. This is a Shiseido eyelash curler, by the way. You don't get that level of anger with other stuff like foundation and stuff like that. So I've made some Estee Lauder foundation videos. That's something that I've been doing over the last 1.5 years. Those do very well for me. In any given day, I will get more mean comments on the old hair loss videos that I made than these newer foundation videos. I can get 100 comments on a foundation video and some of them will be like, I don't agree with you, that looks bad, whatever, but they will not be mean-spirited like the ones in the hair loss community. So that is a big reason where for my own mental health, I really had to move away from talking about that. And also just my hair recovered. So it didn't feel right to just keep, even though that niche was doing okay, really relatively okay for me, it didn't feel right. And it didn't feel appropriate for me to still be carrying on as if I'm like part of that community anymore, because luckily my hair is not perfect, but I feel like I've kind of moved past that a bit. I don't really have much more to say than what I've already said. And so I'm repeating this too. Like, you've heard me say this before. I've made other videos addressing why I moved away from making that kind of content. So forgive me if you've heard this already, but some of you haven't. So this is Merit's blush, which I really like. It is called the Cheeky Flush Balm. When I do my makeup, I work top to bottom, but I don't want to sound ungrateful for that hair loss audience. Some of my, friends that I've made here on this channel and through Instagram and stuff like that have been from there. And those are some of the people I treasure the most. And that was a subject matter that helped me monetize this. That was a subject matter that helped me get to the 20,000 subscribers that I have at the time of making this video. I don't want to diss the people that helped me get here, but in fairness, I'm not trying to diss the people who are nice. I'm just saying that that community can be kind of two-sided. So you'll find other communities like that on YouTube, and I just hope that you protect your energy against them, because they can really drain you of your energy. Even if you're not making videos in that topic realm, even if you're just reading the comments or watching a lot of them, I'm not going to get into too many details about what I think that those are, but I'm sure you've seen like tea spill channels or like just product reviewers that are just very negative or mean. I mean, it's your life, you do what you want, but that's just not how I want to spend 2025. So I'm careful about the energy that I draw in, and what I spend my time watching as well. Please do give this video a like if you watched to this part. Hopefully I have not rambled on senselessly too much. Consider subscribing if you're new here and you want to follow up with the LED masks. Maybe you're seeing this video because you watched some of my other content. I am constantly trying to keep on top of like progress with skincare and stuff like that, and how I feel I look using the current body mask that I was given, and all kinds of different topics. I can't promise that I'll only be talking about whatever, because that's how I got myself into trouble in the hair loss niche. So I'm trying to broaden. I've got vlogs. Some of you guys enjoy that. They don't get sent out to as many people, but that's okay too, because the comments I get, I cherish. So when people watch my vlogs, they just feel so like connected to the stuff that I'm sharing. I love that. And so I'll never get back in like views or whatever, monetization, whatever you want to call it. I'll never get back on the time that I spend making vlogs. And I certainly don't draw the attention of anybody who might want to send me, I don't know, Merit serum or whatever, but they're just so gratifying to make. So I thank you guys for letting me film vlogs and then still coming back for other stuff that I make. So you give me a lot of grace to check out different things as well. And you don't punish me the next time. You still have your trust in me that you'll enjoy further videos. So that's just been awesome. Okay, so makeup's mostly done, I think. I'm feeling pretty low-key today. I think that looks okay. Okay, I can see some mistakes that I made even with my eyeliner, but if this is happening to you too, forgive yourself. You don't have to look perfect, especially when you're not feeling the best. I'm gonna swipe on just a little bit of this now discontinued Chorus Twist lipstick. It's a kind of a brown shade. It's not my best color, but you know what? It'll have to do, because I don't feel like standing up to poke around for my other lipsticks. So that was my important message to you. Thank you so much for letting me do what I do here and letting me branch into other avenues and explore different things. I've even had some art videos up on this channel. I'm still really enjoying doing art. And to that end, I've actually decided to move most of those to another art channel. So if that's your thing, or you just want more of me for whatever weird reason, it would be really cool to see you over there. It's called Helen Avery Art Channel. So if you're into drawing, watercolor, that sort of stuff, I've moved those kind of videos over there. And that channel's actually doing okay. It's very small, but I kind of like it that way too. Kind of allows me just to document my journey making art. So that's been fun. So I've even had some of those videos here too. And yet you guys still come back for more. So thank you. The YouTube algorithm is very fickle. One of the points I probably should have made earlier is that you can try and pivot, and for some people that will tank their channel entirely and they will never ever get back. And so what? I guess it doesn't really matter as long as you're having fun and you're enjoying the content you make and you're feeling true to yourself and you're enjoying what you're doing. You should only do YouTube for the love of it, because it's a creative outlet. Anything else, I think, leads to burnout. And so I don't know what's coming this year. More of everything, more of more, I guess. I need more coffee now, and probably something to eat to soak up yesterday's overindulgence, let's just call it. So I'm gonna go and do that now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.